Hello guys and welcome to Affinity Designer tutorial for iPad, and we're gonna be drawing this air balloon icon. I'm gonna show you how I use Node tool, masking features in Affinity Designer and a lot of useful features more. So make sure to watch carefully and to watch until the end this video. If you have any questions or suggestions how I could improve this tutorial, feel free to share them with me in the comments down below. I will appreciate it a lot. Let's create a new document. Choose New Document option. You can use just already default screen size. If you want, you can copy my settings. I have created already a color palette. I'll let you color codes in the video description down below. And in the end of the video, let's start by creating an ellipse. As you can see, Affinity gives you a default visual style. I don't like that. I would like to use transparent color fill and black color stroke with 8-point value. Now I can draw our circle. To draw a circle, you just need to hold the finger on the screen. Now move your circle to the center of your canvas, and if it's too small, just scale it. When scaling, don't forget to put the finger on the screen. This is how you're gonna maintain shape's proportions. Now you're gonna duplicate your circle and you're gonna transform it as I'm showing on the screen, and you're gonna put now 2 fingers on the screen. Click the duplicate button again and you're gonna see what happens. You have already your third ellipse, maybe not perfect, so you're gonna need to transform it a little bit more with 2 fingers on the screen. Go to the Layers menu and find your initial circle. Duplicate it again, and we're gonna need it for later. Now you can take advance and group your color palette rectangles. Okay, let's rename the group. Let's write color palette, enter. And now we're gonna go back to our circles and ellipses. Choose 2 last ellipses we have created and go to the edit menu. And now find the button divide. So we're gonna get a few shapes and we're gonna remove a few of them. For example, these 2. Let's select these 3 shapes and we're gonna move these shapes inside the ellipse. So these shapes are masked by the main ellipse. Well, no, it's circle, sorry. Now you need to convert your circle shape to curves, since we're gonna need to edit a few nodes. Pick up node tool and start adding a few nodes like I'm showing on the screen. We are looking for results similar to this one, just small changes in order to create a more detailed air balloon curve. It's very helpful to turn nodes into smart mode. They help you to save a lot of time of adjusting their position. Make sure to have enough nodes if you don't want something like this happens to you. It can be solved just by adding 1 more node point. To undo something, you can just tap with 2 fingers on the screen. Like that. It's way much faster. And this is my favorite gesture in Affinity Designer, definitely. It's time to start coloring our air balloon. Open color panel and pick up the yellow color with eyedropper. Choose the first circle in the layer menu and tap on the yellow color near the eyedropper. And now we're gonna color some parts to the orange color. Pick up the orange color with eyedropper again. And to make your icon to look more colorful, we're gonna add some gradient shadow. To do that, you just need to pick gradient tool and just to slide on the screen as I show. So now we're gonna go back to our hidden circle we have duplicated before. make it visible, and if you want, you can make the main circle invisible. Color the circle to the yellow color and remove the contour color. Now make visible the main circle and move your yellow circle inside the main circle. Add the same gradient shadow to the second circle and go to the main circle and change the fill color to white. If you're asking why we set the circle yellow before and now we're changing it to white, it's because I just forgot, okay? As you can see, we just have created a cute white highlight on our air ballon's fur just by sliding a little bit to the right our second circle. Okay, let's draw our ballon skirt. I guess I name it right. So go to the shape menu and select trapezoid shape. Don't really know how to spell that well. Go to the color panel, set up the stroke color to the black and the fill color to the yellow. But to be honest, I don't like this yellow. I like the button yellow, the gradient shadow. It really looks nicer. Okay, now duplicate your trapezoid shape and mask one of them inside of the second one. Now choose the main trapezoid and set the fill color to white. Go to the trapezoid that is inside the other one and remove black stroke color. And then slide the shape a little bit to the right. You can tap with one finger on the screen to make sure your movement is completely horizontal. Now we're gonna draw the basket and we're gonna use again trapezoid tool. Draw the trapezoid and rotate it 180 degrees. Set up the stroke to the black color. Transform and scale the basket until you like its proportions in the composition. Remember that you can play with one or two fingers on the screen to play with proportions. Okay, I'm pretty happy with that. Let's set up the fill color to the original yellow and we're gonna decrease the luminance and saturation slider in the HSL sliders menu. Here, saturation luminosity. Duplicate your shape. Set up the fill color to transparent and go to the bottom shape and remove black stroke color. Then move the bottom shape inside the top shape and slide it slightly to the right. It's time to pick up the pen tool. Set up it to the line mode, black color stroke and 8 points width. Let's align the lines and the nodes. Visual guides will help you to match the points. And now I'm gonna group the lines, basket and air balloon. I just realized that I don't like the third line, so I'm gonna remove that from the composition. Bye bye! Let's see how it looks, much better. Okay, time to pick up rectangle tool. And we're gonna create the background gradient. But first of all, we're gonna duplicate the rectangle and scale it with 3 fingers on the screen to turn it into a kind of frame with round edges. Let's go back to our first rectangle. Remove the black stroke color and set up the fill color to the blue. Move it to the bottom, pick up gradient tool and set up your gradient. In my case, I like the blue and pink gradient, but you're free to experiment with different colors. Let's draw a few clouds as well. Pick up ellipse tool and draw a perfect circle. To draw a perfect circle, remember you need to hold one finger on the screen to turn your ellipse into a circle. Now we're gonna duplicate the circle again and we're gonna scale it a little bit. Okay, another duplication. Now with one circle selected, tap with the finger on the screen and tap on the other two circles, so you're gonna have 3 circles selected at the same time. Go to the adjustment menu and find the button Add. Now draw a rectangle and select your future cloud and rectangle. Go to the adjustments menu and press the button Subtract. So now you have created your cloud, you can move it around the composition, find where you like it more, you can duplicate it as well and put another cloud on the other side of the air balloon, you can mirror it as well, and you can move the cloud below the air balloon as well. So that's it. Here you have my color palette with color codes, and here you have my layer menu with all the curves, groups and masks. Let me know in the comments if you enjoyed this tutorial. I would appreciate a lot your comment, your feedback, and what you would like me to draw next, or what you would like to learn about Affinity Designer on iPad. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a like if you would like more people can discover this video and to learn about Affinity Designer on iPad.